Hey, it's Ryan from Upfit Supply, and in this video we're going to be unboxing a weatherguard partition for the RAM ProMaster City, so let's get into it. All right, this is the weatherguard. The part number is 96112-3-01. It is a mesh style steel partition or bulkhead for the RAM ProMaster City. You can get this in different variations. I think you can get it with a window. I'm not sure if they make a composite one for the ProMaster City or not. But the installation and what you get is going to be generally the same. It's just going to be a different top panel. And so this is how this ships to you in a box like this. I think we do give you the option for it to ship via UPS or via LTL truck. Thing is, do they have a weight on here? It's 41 pounds. So throwing 41 pounds around in a truck a few times, from the time it gets from our warehouse to your home, could cause some issues. So that's why we give you the option to do LTL, because that way it's put on a pallet and moved around with a pallet jack rather than thrown around. I do have to be honest, as I was bringing this into the studio, I had this on the tailgate and it fell off while I was driving over here. So this will be a good test to see how everything looks inside the box if you are going to have it thrown around. So I'm just going to take this off here. We've got our nice little shipping bundles. And all right, yeah, things did get moved around a little bit here, but we just do have some dunnage here. So I'm going to remove this out of the box. This keeps things from shifting around. That's really the biggest challenge with shipping, is when things move around in the box. Not so much how much it weighs, as long as everything's secured inside the box and doesn't move around, it should be good. So here, this is something that weatherguard does, is they give you this little one-sheeter with a QR code on here, and you're gonna scan this with your phone to get the installation instructions on how to put it in. And the benefit of this is they don't have to put an install manual in the box, but you're gonna have the latest instructions for installing this. You can also go to our website, upfitsupply.com, put in the part number, and we've got an install section that's gonna give you a link to download the installation instructions, as well as we're gonna be installing this in the van behind me, so we may have a video showing you how to do it as well. So that is included in the box. We do have a little bracket here that I believe is for the top of the partition. We do have a set of little mounting tabs, if you will. I believe these attach to the sides of the partition and then to the sides of the van. This is the top part of the partition. It's a mesh, it's a wire mesh, powder coated white. It's in their bright white finish, so it kind of matches the white interior sheet metal of the van. I'm gonna move this off to the side real quick. Pull more out, just more dunnage here. Some foam. Have our bag of hardware. I don't like that it's just kind of sitting here in the box, because sometimes that means when it gets thrown around or a little tear happens in the box, this could fall out, but we do have all of our installation hardware here. Then we have the lower part of the partition. Oh. All right, so we have the lower part of our partition here. This is just sheet metal. It's not super thick, but it'll get the job done. weatherguard puts a nice little label here with a part number on it, with the product registration information. Again, this is a powder coated in that bright white finish, so it's almost like it matches that white color that most cargo vans are. So it just keeps the interior of the van a little bit brighter. We've got mounting points down here on the bottom. ProMaster City, I believe there are factory nut certs or mounting locations for a partition on the floor, so you're not having to put in plus nuts and all that. Now, I could be wrong. Sometimes the manufacturers vary a little bit. So this is the lower part of the partition. You know, not too much going on here. Then we have the upper part, which is our wire mesh. It's going to attach to the top of the partition. We've got another little bracket here. I believe this mounts to the top, you know, somewhere up here, and then to the top of the van. So really three main components. We've got a couple of brackets here. They're going to attach to the sides and then tie into the B-pillar. And then we have all of our hardware here for installation. So I don't see any plus nuts in here, so usually when you see a plus nut, you know you're gonna have to drill a hole, you're gonna have to set the plus nut, and then tie your bolts into there. So I believe there's no drilling involved with the installation of this, and that just has to do with the ProMaster City, and they have the factory mounting locations in the van. This is a pretty popular partition for us. Again, the purpose of a partition is really, the primary benefit is safety, meaning if you've got cargo tools, whatever, in the back of the van, you slam on the brakes, you get in an accident, it protects the driver and the passenger from stuff flying into you. A secondary benefit is it just adds another layer of security to whatever you have going on in the back of the van. If someone breaks into the front door or from the front windows, it restricts access to the cargo area. Of course, any thief with the right tool can get into a van. All you need is an angle grinder, go into one of those, to that sheet metal, and you can get in there. But this does deter most of your average criminals out there. So if you're looking for this product or any other equipment to upfit your van so that it's work ready, be sure to check us out at upfitsupply.com. Again, my name is Ryan, and have a good one.